Greetings, Kent, your LeeAsian here, and today I'm going to LeeAsian with you about Unbroken. Now, a lot of you may have seen the film. It's been out now for a little while. For those of you who are unaware of it, it's the latest film that was directed by Angelina Jolie and based on the biography also entitled Unbroken about World War II POW LeeAsian. Now, of course, aside from being surviving POW, Blue was also quite an accomplished runner. He actually represented America in the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin, Germany. And it's pretty much this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. Now, of course, Unbroken was filmed in Australia and employed a lot of local talent. I myself was fortunate enough to be involved in the filming, and I spent a total of 3 days on the actual set at Village Roadshow Studios on the Gold Coast. So on the first day, we were broken into two different groups, and basically, on all 3 days, we were filming in front of the blue screen, and on the first day, we were going to be spectators of the Olympics. So, got out of wardrobe, and so we pretty much stand in a row in front of the blue screen, and we just had to basically provide some actions to what spectators who are watching the Olympics would be doing. So we're standing up, cheering, clapping, looking at the person next to us, looking bored, whatever. And we would do that for a couple of seconds, then change actions again until we reached the total number of actions that were required. And then we would turn a couple of degrees, and we would repeat those same actions, turn a little bit more, repeat the actions, turn more reaction. Turn again, repeat until basically they've had us a 180-degree turn of us on film, of course, which they could flip to make it a 360-degree angle, which, of course, if those of you who had seen the movie, you would see the track that Louis runs is all 360 degrees, so of course they would just have to flip it and just insert us randomly into the stadium seats there. So on the second day, again, blue screen, this time we're all in one group, and we were pretty much sitting on bleachers facing the blue screen, so we'll pretty much film from behind. I don't actually think any of the scenes that we filmed or any of the pickup shots that we did on the second day ended up making it into the movie. We've probably been at that race meet before Louis heads off to go to the Olympics, from what I can remember on the film. So on the third day, we're back. Well, actually, on the third day, we weren't meant to be doing a third day. We were only actually were initially there to do only 2 days worth of filming, but they called us in after we finished on the second day to see if we would come back on the third day. Not all of us could. I was able to. So third day, we were again doing the Olympics. This time, we were going to be Olympians representing different countries. So I think it was Japan, India, France, Germany, and America. Of course, it was part of the Japanese Olympic team. Basically, this, again, during the Olympics, it was pretty much all the opening ceremony scenes where you see all the Olympic teams standing in the rows, looking at the Olympic torch and everything. Pretty much, so, yeah, that scene where you see the camera is where Louis centered in the frame, and you see all the other, I think it was the Americans next to him and a couple behind him, then it was like France and all those teams. So basically, that was all filmed pretty much at the home ground of the Western Sydney Wanderers, the football team, or soccer or football team. And so we were basically doing the blue screen just to add depth to those scenes. And basically, one of the things that the actual director of that scene was saying when we were actually filming, when it actually came to choosing the where they actually shot that scene, they chose the Western Sydney Wanderers home ground because the actual grounds, they were actually in keeping with the grounds of that period back in 1936, which was interesting thing that so he was saying that any future films they were looking for the authentic grounds and all that, they're going to have a lot of hard time finding grounds because with all the modern stadiums and the renovations, everything, finding grounds to film that's authentic to the period is getting a lot harder, which of course you may possibly remember back when they were filming, there was like some news story going around about how Angelina Jolie and her film crew had to keep the Wanderers off their home ground to actually film. Of course, that's one of those reasons why, because there wasn't really any other location fitting with the period that they could actually film at. And so yeah, basically, yeah, we were just there to add depth, like I say. It was all pretty much filmed on the home ground, but they just wanted to pick up a couple of shots just in case they wanted to add in some depth, so they would just, with, again, we would just be like in our rows of 4 or 5, and they would just, shrink us down and rotate and crop and just multiply just to add, again, just add depth, just to make it seem like there were a lot more Olympians there than what was actually filmed actually on the day on the home ground. So, yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. It was really great to see how all those visual effects were added into, because we actually got to see it being done on the third day in terms of the Olympic team. So yeah, it was just cool seeing us getting and shrunken down and just added into the scene. So basically that's it for this video. Hopefully I'll see you again for another one. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be harmonious with one another.